Hi viewers, Professor V.S.Prasad is a well-known educationist and an educational administrator. He held many institution leadership positions in higher education, including Vice-Chancellor of Dr. Ambedkar Open University, Acting Vice-Chancellor of Indira Gandhi National Open University IGNOU, and Director NAAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council. He is known for his contributions to open distance learning and quality assurance. He has received COL award of Fellow of Commonwealth of Learning. Let us now listen to his experiences and reflections on open distance learning in general and open universities in particular. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dr. Muhammad.
Sir, the first two open universities were established in India in 80s. Why they were established at that point of time and what are their foundation goals?
Good question. Everybody must reflect on this. Why the first two open universities were established in India in 80s? In 1982, Ambedkar Open University, that was earlier known as Andhra Pradesh Open University, was established. In 1985, Indira Gandhi National Open University was established. There are historical factors for this. As some social scientists rightly said, living life is forward and understanding life is backward. We have to understand these things in the historical context. In 80s, the access to higher education is very limited. In the conventional system, only 5 to 6% of gross enrollment in higher education in India. So there is a need for expanding access to higher education. Many students are not able to get admissions in the conventional system. In that context, the policymaker is looking for alternative. So the reasons for establishment of open universities in 1980s, there are some objective reasons and there are some subjective reasons. The objective reasons are the need to expand higher education opportunities to large number. This is an important objective reason, because in a democracy, higher education opportunities must be extended to large numbers. This is a democratic imperative. The second reason is policymakers also are interested in how do you offer higher educational opportunities in a cost-effective way. That is, by using technology, can we offer higher educational opportunities to large number? By using technology to overcome the limitations of time and space. In 1969, establishment of British Open University gave an example to the world where technology can be used to offer higher education. From 1970s, at the national level, there were efforts to establish open universities in India. So the foundational goals when we are discussing, before that, the objective reasons for establishment of open university are three. One is more access to large numbers. Second is offering education at a lower cost or cost-effective way. Third is use of technology to offer education to large numbers, particularly to part-time learners or self-learners. These are the three objective goals of open universities. What are the subjective factors which helped in establishing open universities? The subjective factors, to me, the decision of policymakers, the important support or the decisions taken by the policymakers. The then education minister in Andhra Pradesh has taken some initiatives in establishing open university system in India. When he became Chief Minister of the state in 1982, February he became Chief Minister, then he initiated measures for establishment of open university and requested the then Vice-Chancellor of Usmania University, Professor G. Ram Reddy, to provide all the academic support for establishment of open university. He visited British Open University and submitted a report to the government of Andhra Pradesh for the establishment of open university. So the subjective factors are the political decision of the then Chief Minister. In Indian system at the state level, Chief Minister plays a very important role. So support of the Chief Minister, total support of the Chief Minister, and academic support provided by a distinguished academic like Professor Ramareddy. These are the subjective factors which resulted in establishment of first open university in Andhra Pradesh. The question is why in Andhra Pradesh, not in other state? In Andhra Pradesh, because the Chief Minister is interested and there is an academic who provided the necessary support. In the same way, at the national level in 1985, when Rajiv Gandhi became a Prime Minister in 1984, he also supported the idea of Open University at the national level. Again influenced by the British Open University model and the experience of State Open University in Andhra Pradesh. 3 years experience, 82 it was established, and in 85, Rajiv Gandhi as a Prime Minister supported the idea, and again Professor Ramareddy was asked to prepare a report on Open University system, and he submitted a report on Open University system. And so it is the support of the academic support of Professor Ramareddy and political will of the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister's political will, Chief Minister's political will, and the academic support provided by a distinguished academic resulted in establishment of first 2 open universities, followed by many open universities in India in subsequent years. So the beginnings of open university system in India can be traced to political will and academic support and necessary conditions, historical context. So historical context is very, very important. In that particular historical context, these open universities were established. The second part of your question is related to what are the foundational goals of open university system. To me, the 5 or 6 foundational goals of open university system are: one is the open universities were established to provide access to higher education to large numbers. In India, correspondence education system was started in 1962. After 20 years, open university system was started. The open university system was considered as an improved model of distance education because it provides quality education, because the quality is very, very important by using the technology. So it is the important to use the technology very effectively to provide quality education. And that's why the technology helps in overcoming the limitations of the time and space. So that is, it is a self-study, it is a system where you engage in your own life activities or living activities, at the same time engage in education. This is what is called as a self-education. This is what is called as a education at part-time. So the important foundational goal of open university system is use effectively the technology to provide quality education to large numbers by overcoming the limitations of time and space. Another goal of open university system is to provide higher education at affordable cost, because the cost also is very, very important. Suppose in the conventional system, if you have to spend 100 rupees to provide education to a learner, in distance education, by 1/3 of that cost, maybe by 30 rupees, you can provide learning opportunities for higher education to a learner. That's why it is called as a cost-effective form of education. Another important goal of open university system is what is called as a opportunities for lifelong learning, opportunities for continuous learning, opportunities for knowledge improvement, opportunities for skill improvement. That means it is a learning activity for the community. It is a lifelong learning activity for a community, or its goal is to create a learning society, to create a knowledge society. So if you see the 4 or 5 goals of higher education, to put it in a crisp way, the foundational goals, I may say, to provide inclusive quality higher education and lifelong learning to large numbers at affordable cost by extensive use of technology to overcome the limitations of time and space. Here, an institution plays a very important role. The 2 dimensions of learning, self-learning and learning by interaction, and learning by interacting with the teacher, learning by interacting with the peers. This is possible by using technology. Initially, open universities have used print technology. The print technology, print is nothing but printed material is teacher in print. That's how the material is provided to the student, and student uses this material for study. So the technology is being used to interact with the student and to communicate with the student. And in this process, a system of student support services also is provided, whereby learner interacts with the teacher through the student support service centers, and thereby the learning is enriched. So the difference between a correspondence education and open university system is, in correspondence education, the interaction is very limited and it is based only on the posted print material. Whereas in the open university system, the opportunities for learning by using technology, extensive use of technology, enrich the learning experience. This is the difference from correspondence to open university system. So that's why when we are looking at open university system is an advanced form of ODL system, open distance learning system. If you consider correspondence education as a first model of distance education, the open university system is a model of distance education which uses the multimedia for education purposes. In this way, the foundational goals are very, very important. To understand foundational goals are very, very important. Why we should understand the foundational goals? One is, foundational goals provide benchmarks for assess the institutions. This is how whether the institutions are going in the right direction or not, whether they are achieving objectives or not. First we must know what purpose they are established. So foundational goals are the benchmarks to assess the institution. Foundational goals helps the institution to set its mission and vision. That's also important to know the foundational goals. So these foundational goals are very relevant, and it is necessary for all people in the distance education to understand why the open universities were established in 80s and what are the foundational goals. Today in India we have 19 open universities, 17 in the public sector and 2 in the private sector. So the foundational goals of all these 17 or 19 universities, open universities, are the same. But they may be adopting different methods, different stages of development. So everybody interested in understanding open university system in India must understand why the open universities were started and what are their foundational goals.